What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Big Show Sports Podcast with Kelston Jones. I hope everybody's having a great afternoon and everybody is doing good and not working too hard. So let's dig into some sports that a lot of breaking news been going on today. Let's start first with the San Francisco 49ers. Richard Sherman, he is on IR, but how will that affect the 49ers down the road without having Richard Sherman? He is a big part of that defense, so we hope that he is not out for 2 months longer because San Francisco needs him during this stretch. And Miles Sanders for the Philadelphia Eagles, he will be back. Hopefully he will play. And Lane Johnson, the offensive tackle, he will be back also because Kelston was running for his life against the Washington football team. So they're glad to have him back. So hopefully that can be resolved and keep Carson Wentz on his feet, and he can have a better game because he held the ball way too long because of that pass rush. So it's good to have your offensive player back. And Devontae Parker, he could start. He missed the season opener due to an injury, so that will add another weapon for Miami in their offense. And the San Francisco 49ers signed Mohamed Sanu. I don't think that was a good pick for the 49ers because San Francisco, Deebo Samuels, he's out, so you need to try to find someone a little bit better than that pick. That was just a rush pick right there. And for the Denver Broncos, Cortland Sutton hopes to play also next week, so everything won't be on Jerry Jeudy. But they have a good tight end in Denver also. Melvin Gordon, he's playing well. So hopefully the Denver Broncos can continue to go further. And they got a good quarterback. I like him. I could see him being a star in the league in the next 2 to 4 years. So let's talk more about the NFL a little bit more. Allen Robinson, the star receiver for the Chicago Bears, he is unhappy. He doesn't want to get traded. He is unhappy. He is the 15th highest paid receiver. He's good. You just have to get him the ball. I know he doesn't have a good quarterback to throw him the ball, but you have to be patient. I'm sure he paid. And Pete Carroll, he wants to run the ball more. This is what you need to do in Seattle. Keep the ball in Russell Wilson's hands. You want to get somewhere. You want to run deep in the playoffs or at least go to the Super Bowl. You got to keep the ball in his hands. Please keep the ball in his hands. He's doing wonderful right now. Don't mess it up because the moment you start running, it might get worse from there. So keep the ball in his hand. Lane Johnson, like I said, he's back. So hopefully that'll help Carson Wentz a whole lot. So let's get to the Dallas Cowboys. I know they lost a linebacker, Clay Matthews. I think he'll be a good fit for them. And I'll say it again. I said it before. Earl Thomas. He is the man that Dallas needs to get. Get him and watch how that defense responds. And I bet you Dallas will be something if they can get a player like Earl Thomas. And the thing is, he wants to play there. So let's talk more about Odell Beckham before we get to the NFL predictions. Again, I can see him going to Green Bay. I have 5 teams. Green Bay, San Francisco, Philadelphia, maybe a Seattle. And this team here I know it's going to sound crazy, but maybe Atlanta. Make a good trade, So let's get to the NFL predictions. These are my predictions. So I'm going to start off with the game of the week, which will be Cam Newton versus Russell Wilson. It's going to be a close game, but I see Seattle winning that game 27-24. That's going to be a close game. Mark my words, that is the game of the week. For me, that's what I think is the game of the week. So Seattle will beat New England 27-24. Um, let's go to the Bengals Bears. That's tomorrow. That's Thursday. It's going to be a close game, 23-20 Bengals. Colts Vikings, 31-27 Colts. The Colts will not go 0-2. The Colts will win that game. Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. It's not looking good for Dallas right now. Dallas has to find a way to get better. Atlanta, they're too much, but they'll win that game 34-31 Atlanta. And my second game of the week will be the New Orleans Saints for the Las Vegas Raiders. Nice stadium, it's beautiful. That's not going to solve anything. The Saints will win that game. You know what? They're going to win big. I see Drew Brees putting up. It's going to be 40 points. It's going to be 40-27 Saints. It doesn't matter. Michael Thomas not there. Next man up, Drew Brees. Does he need Michael Thomas? Of course he do. But Drew Brees he always finds a way to get the victory whenever somebody gets hurt. So that's, I've been seeing him play for too long. Drew Brees doesn't make any excuses. Next man up, the Saints will put up 40 points. The Pittsburgh Steelers over Denver 23-16 because Von Miller, he's gone. Starting, he's going to come back, I'm sure, but I don't think that's going to be enough for them to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. The defense is phenomenal. It's a great defense. I'm happy to see the defense back, and I'm also happy to see Big Ben Roethlisberger back also. He will be my comeback player of the year, but stay tuned. In the next few days, I'm going to have a award list where I think the players that will win the awards or maybe a front runner award. So we're going to see. I don't know if I should do it next week or the next few weeks. I want to watch more games and see, but I want to have a list of players that I think that will win the awards. Chicago Bears and the Giants. The Giants will go 0-2. The Bears will win that game 27-17. Green Bay, when they play the Lions, sometimes it's always a close game. I'm going to pick another one. It's going to be 33-30 Green Bay. And the Buffalo Bills, they're going to roll. They're going to take care of Miami 30-17. And the Eagles, they're going to beat the Rams 37-24. And Tampa Bay and Tom Brady is up in the air right now. I know it's been only one game, but I think that Tom Brady will get it together. But a lot of people, they counted him out because they lost to the Saints. You can't count out the GOAT. You just can't do that. There's been plenty of times this man played and he was lights out after the loss. So you have to be careful. If you know sports, you know it's not over with. It's not over. But they will beat Teddy Bridgewater and the Panthers 34-24. And look, and this game here, y'all pay close attention to this game. This game can go both ways. The Baltimore Ravens versus the Houston Texans. It will be a close game. Let me tell you how close it will be. It will be close. I don't think it'll get too bad, but it'll be close. I got the Ravens winning this game 38-27. Deshaun Watson, he's gonna have his great game, but it's gonna be two great quarterbacks going up against each other. So that's gonna be a good game. So with Lamar Jackson, I don't think the Texans have enough people to stop him. So it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be something to watch for. And the last game that I forgot, the 49ers will beat the Jets. The Jets don't have nothing. Sam Darnold, I don't know the verdict on him yet. I don't know, the problem with Sam Darnold. But the Jets is delusional. It's bad up in New York. You have Le'Veon Bell out because the coach decided to put him back in the game when he was hurt. But I also want to talk about the Western Conference Finals. We're going to touch on that, while we can.